strong memories.
It does. Definitely.
And can you tell us about you, the organization, and why we're here? Can you say your name?
Sure. My name is Lee Roberts. I am the CEO and founder of Reveille Bridge Veterans Foundation. And this location that we're at, I'm sure there's going to be extra video that will be included. But across this reflection pool here are over 160 chairs representing the lives that were lost on April 19th, 1995. And these people didn't need to die. They had so much to offer their families, the community, the state, and the country. If you remember, this was a federal building called Murrah, and that day is just a sad day. We still have sad days. You asked why we're here, and one of the reasons that I chose this location to be interviewed is because not only does it represent what our country lost in the lives that were lost here that day, but we still continue to have losses every day. According to the VA, there are 22 lives per day of veterans who use the VA's mental health services that commit suicide. And suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. The people that die at their own hands, even with assisted suicides, they're in a sense dying at their own hands, are, excuse me, I'm watering up here. They're missing things, and the people that are around them, that love them, are missing things. And I coined a phrase not very long ago that for each suicide, the world skips a beat as it tries to find its groove again. And if we think of a vinyl record and we bump the needle or cause the needle to jump, that's like, and I'm not trying to make small of suicide, but that track that was going and would have continued ended, and that record player had to find that new groove to which it could continue in absence of that person that committed suicide. Each one of these lives that we lost here, I lost 21 friends that day, and I lost other friends and had friends who had friends and relatives and such who later lost their lives because of the complications here. We need to do better for our country. We need to do better for our veterans. We need to take care of the people that are out there putting their lives on the line, whether they're in direct combat or not. We all suffer. We all feel the pain as veterans of who we lost, who we knew and have lost contact with, and we need to regroup and build the camaraderie that we had in our lives with our military friends. They're the ones that can understand what we're going through, and that's why we're here, nurse.
Very important to be here, because that's so true. We need to help all soldiers or veterans to recover hope.
Yeah.
To keep fighting every single day. And anybody that ever thinks about taking their life, because when that happens, it affects everybody around it, right?
Yeah.
can you tell us some of the services that your organization offers to our veterans? I know you have the suicide headline, suicide prevention. What about the other services like helping homeless find home?
On May 3rd of this year, I went out to Ojai, California and met with former Navy SEAL Phil Trinity. And Phil donated 3 tiny home kits to us. These tiny home kits are going to be used for housing veterans and help them through transitioning from living on the street to living in affordable housing. And those are going to be veterans that we're helping. The model that we're using is a 4-month boot camp. And this boot camp is going to bring in these homeless veterans. And the reason is 4 months, is that's 16 weeks. It takes 13 weeks to break a bad habit. And it takes 21 days to format and keep a good habit. So when people are on the street, they get showers when they can. That may not be every day. But part of what we're going to be doing is helping them find a starter job so that they can work in that starter job for a period of time, maybe 6 months or so, build some credibility so that they look good for other employers. And the reason that's important is because the employers want people that are working, and they don't want people that aren't working. So that's an important element in their healing, is helping them find a starter job, provide our social workers to help them continue through that healing path and get them a home using HUD or HUD VA supportive housing. And with that, they can get a home, whether it's an apartment or whether it's a renting a house. That's important to our self-esteem, is to have a level of independence. And the first 3 needs of humankind is shelter, food, and water. So if we don't have those things, we're suffering. Some of the other elements that we're going to use is we're going to teach them how to cook, proper nutrition. We're going to teach them how to shop after making their weekly meal plan. So they have to learn how to budget as well. And if they don't know how to do that, and they don't know how to buy groceries properly, they're going to end up, looking like me. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I'm working on trying to work on my stuff. But I have type 2 diabetes. And yeah, it's not curable, but it can be managed with a proper diet, managed with getting out and doing at least 6,000 steps a day. So if they're not doing that stuff, then it's kind of bad news. And we want to help them get over those bad habits. Yes, I'll be joining in. Don't worry about it. I'll be joining in and doing the walks too. I got to get out there. I can't tell the troops to go out and do something and not do it myself.
So how long would the program help the person that get picked for the pilot program? How long would it last? Between one thing and the other?
The housing program is going to be 4 months long. During that housing program, we're going to have those education pieces. We're going to have other pieces that we're going to inspect their hygiene, their personal hygiene. Did they take a shower today? Did they make their bed? Did they clean the house? Are they ready to go out? So, yeah, I'll be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 be at their place where they're at, and inspect them so that we can make sure they're cooking a proper breakfast, getting what they need, and taking them through the courses of the day. If they don't have a job, then we're going to help them get a job, because we have an address. They need a P.O. box so that they can get mail, so forth. We help them that. we get them a bank account. It's their bank account, we don't touch it, but they need to learn how to manage their bank account. They need to learn how to budget. So it's really important that we put them into this structure and help them get a job so that they can build these successful structures. And I keep mentioning these courses, and we know that as we achieve something, our self-esteem rises. And as we continue to build upon those, our self-esteem continues to go up. We're going to teach them body language. Street body language is not the same as body language in the workplace. There are a lot of similarities, yes, admittedly, but from my experience, when I go like this and touch my right ear, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm lying. It could mean, and from experience, it means that the police are around. And everybody's going to hide their drugs. Well, if you're in a work environment and you keep doing like this, people are going to think that you're lying. If I go like this, they think I'm lying. So we got to break those bad habits so that they can build those good habits.
When is this? What is needed?
Well, we right now for the trailer, for the tiny homes, we want to put them on trailers so that we can get them registered as RVs, drive them up and down the street, well, tow them. We're not putting engines in this, but we're going to tow them with my truck or whichever trucks we can get our hands on, and park them at RV lots. The first thing that we need is we need to get the trailers, and the trailers are $8,500 each. So we need $25,500 just for the trailers. Once we have that, then we are going to go to Home Depot Foundation and apply for a grant for the equipment that we need to finish out the trailer. And right now we're estimating that that total comes to $250,000.
For each of them, or for all three?
All three. So if we can't get grants from Home Depot, then we have to cover it all ourselves, which comes up to $250,000.
No, but up to 105 probably.
I think so. So we're gonna talk to both, see if we can get some assistance from both, and that'll be great. The 1 year's parking at the RV park is $7,200. Of course, you got to have insurance on it because it's an RV. There's some other elements in there as well. We're going to have the nutritionist. We're going to have the caseworker and an instructor. And for the year, almost 100,000 for all three of those together, which is in the 250,000.
It's still cheaper than maintaining a ranch.
Yeah, rents can go anywhere from $800 to $1,500, where depends on where you're at. But the RV Park will be charging us $150 a week. That includes all utilities, water, electric, and so forth. Water and electric, that's all we need.
I'm sure our listeners, don't want to know where to show the support to help these match days.
Yeah, our website is www.revelybridge.org, and I'll give you military phonetics for that. That's Romeo, Echo, India. Sorry, excuse me. Let me start over. I messed up. I have a problem saying that W word like Fonzie did. If you remember who Fonzie is, he could never say, he was, yeah. What's that word? She can't do it either. Can't find a veteran to say that word. I can spell it W-R-O-N-G. How you say that?
W-R-O-N-G.
So, anyway, it's Romeo, Echo, Victor, Echo, India, Lima, Lima, Echo, Bravo, Romeo, India, Delta, Golf, Echo.org. On there, we have some really neat shirts.
I'm sure. Alex, check that phone. And so what is one question that you would like me to ask?
What is one question I would like you to ask me?
What do you think is important?
Well, I think perhaps the question of why. Well,
Why?
I heard a long time ago, back when I was in school, in college and stuff, that a graduate professor gave out a test with one word on it, the question mark. Why? One person wrote, why not? Everybody else wrote long dissertations. He got 100. I'm not going to tell you why not, but I am going to tell you this. I have suffered depression all my life, and my depression has led me to attempt suicide multiple times. I tried with alcohol, and with the alcohol, I drank 245 ounces of alcohol in 5 hours. And God would not have me dying. I attempted suicide with sleeping pills. God didn't have that either. I was a millisecond from pulling the trigger, and my brother kicked open my door. I stood up, and that ended that. My wife fought me several times when I had a gun in my hand to kill myself, and she didn't get the gun away from me, but she did get me to quit trying to kill myself. In October of '81, I drowned and had a near-death experience. And after that, just to show you that God has a sense of humor, I prayed and asked God to show me how I would die. And He showed me a vision of me lying on an operating table with the left side of my neck wide open. February of '94, I had surgery, had a near-death experience, saw my body, and my neck was wide open. They cut me from here to here. God wouldn't have it. I've been homeless 3 times and other things. I've never been a drug addict. but I've had relatives that were drug addicts. Not a good lifestyle. But in 2019, I lost my last job, and it was because of my depression, because of the migraines, constant migraines I have. And I got a psychologist. And the psychologist, we kept talking and trying to figure out what my issues were. And I realized that if I did not have a purpose, then I was actually going to go ahead and end it all. They said, why don't you volunteer somewhere? I did. Those people didn't want me either. So I said, God, show me what you want me to do. And he gave me this plan. And I talked to other people I knew. And we came up with the name Reveille Bridge. And what Reveille Bridge means is, Reveille, of course, French for wake, but the bridge part, that's really important. And on my shirt here it says, wake up to your transition. So as that bugler is playing Reveille, and in the logo the bridge is coming out, we're the bridge that's helping veterans transition from homelessness, their desire to commit suicide, their unemployment, whatever else that they might want to transition from, to something better. So one of the things that we're going to teach them is intentional growth. So I set myself a goal, and I need to figure out how I'm going to get there. Well, I'm not there. I need to take these steps, but I'm right here. So where are we at in relation to it so that we can get those steps done? And through that, we each can achieve the success and the mental happiness that we want. And that's why.
Very important line.
Yeah.
I think that summarizes it. So many soldiers, so many service members and the family, they have a hard time transitioning, and they get lost in the process. So programs like yours help keep that hope, keep them become part of society again, be productive, because they have so many talents, they have so many skills.
Yeah.
And it's a waste. It's a waste when they die, it's a waste when they don't use those skills to help our society, to build society.
Yeah.
That's what we need now.
Yeah.
We need something that deserves. Because of the service were already been sacrificed.
Right. Imagine where we would be if the car had not been invented. Imagine where we would be if we had not gone to the moon.
Hello, amazing viewers. Your support is invaluable. Your like, shares, and engagement have turned the channel into a vibrant community, and we're deeply grateful. Thank you. If you have been enjoying our content and want to see more, there's a simple way to support us. Hit that big red subscribe button below this video. Subscribing not only keeps you updated on our latest release, but also show you appreciation for what we do. And some exciting news. Our next promo, it reveals fantastic products we have crafted with you in mind. From exclusive merchandise to cutting edge tools, we got it all. By purchasing a product, you become a part of our mission to deliver valuable content and take this community to new heights. Every purchase helps us invest in better equipment, expand our team, and explore new possibilities. These products are just things that you own. They are a symbol of your support and love for what we do. So stay tuned for the next video. Check the links below and grab what catches your eyes. Let's embark on this journey together. Thank you for inspiring us. You turn this channel into a community, not just a platform. So let's continue to create and soar together.
A lot of people can.
Can you show us the crayons?
No,
Like
you are
Yeah, let
going
you
to
do it.
show us
We know exactly.
because you were what branch again?
army.
Oh.
Okay. You're gonna go with
Dog face.
you're gonna get yours while you're at it, and oh yes, video is coming.
Be prepared. You're gonna be tagged.
And I can color.
Yes,
yeah.
you can.
Color whatever spot you want.